Hallo, Legacy Familia. I'm Wendy Dre, the German teacher here at Legacy High School, and I'm going to be sharing some information with you about Legacy's Deutschprogramm. So we'll be running through some of our program offerings at Legacy and some of the special events that we have. And then we'll talk about Immersion in Deutschklasse, Deutschunterricht, and then how you can support your student in his or her German language learning. And then at the end, I'll show you how to access my website where you can find the rubrics and the course syllabus, etc. So first of all, what kind of opportunities will your student have in German? Our opportunities have been a little impacted because of our friend COVID, right? But we'll still have a couple of cool things this year, and we're doing a couple of other, we have some other irons in the fire to try to make up for some of the changes we're seeing. So normally we take a field trip every December to the German Christkindlmarkt in Denver. I'm assuming that's a no-go this year, but we'll do that hopefully again next year. So we've done that. I've taken kids there every year for the past 10, 12 years. So we'll continue that in the future. The National German exam is an opportunity for your student to demonstrate their success in German, and they can win an award. They get a cool medal and certificate. Looks great on their college applications. So we will still do that. It'll be online this year. If we're online, well, it takes place at the end of the year. So we may do this actually in person, hopefully. So that's offered at all levels 1 through 4. And if they do very well on that, they also can have an opportunity to win an all expenses paid trip to Germany. We usually have an international festival in the spring that was canceled last year. So hopefully we can resume that again in March or April. That's always a good time when the whole legacy, all the kids come together and they learn about different world cultures. We also have a German National Honors Society here for kids who've had at least 3 semesters of German with an A average in their German classes and an overall B average in the rest of their classes. So we have a special project we're working on right now where the German National Honor Society kids are working on a fun welcome surprise for our incoming German 1 kids. So they're already active this year. And then we do offer AP German, and that's offered as year 4 because we don't have a German level 4, and most of our kids start as freshmen with level 1. So their senior year would be AP German. We've had a partner school in Germany in the past, and we were in the middle of talking about some new options for this coming school year when COVID hit and all of that's kind of been sidelined. But we have taken groups of kids in the past to Germany, and then their partner students have come here to spend 2 weeks at Legacy. So this is the slide that I have started with all the German 1 kids this year. So Immersion in Deutschklasse. Ich beginne Deutsch 1 mit Babydeutsch. Also kein Stress, es ist okay und es ist gut für Deutsch lernen. So I've typically started with full immersion from day 1 of German 1, and it's possible because we have so many cognates in the English language because over 50% of our words in the English language have German roots. So this year's a little different online. I'm even speaking more English than I like with my upper levels because it's so strange not having the visual feedback from the kids in the remote learning environment. But we're starting a little slower with this year, but it's important that they get a lot of immersion so that they get used to the way the language sounds. So that they get more comfortable with it. And our time together, 55 minutes or so, is the only time that these kids are hearing German. So that's something that's important to maintain. I also shared with the German 1 kids Immersion in Deutschklasse Strategien. Kognanten. Wir haben Handsignalen, viele Handsignalen, Fotos, die repräsentieren ein Text oder ein Vokabel. Check-ins mit der Klasse, alles gut, so alles klar. Und Kommentar im Chat für Probleme. So it's working out pretty well so far, but just so you know kind of what your student is in for this year. So how can you help support your students? Make sure that they're regularly practicing. We haven't, normally we've done vocab quizzes on Fridays. We haven't really gotten into vocab just yet, but that'll be coming their way. So help practice, remind them, and share in that learning with them. If they're absent, they should check online, check in Schoology. We have everything posted by date, and they should check in with me as well. Ask them what they've learned to say auf Deutsch. You can even, grab a copy of their vocab list and learn the vocab along with them. It's a great way for you to have a free German class. And also look for German connections in everyday life and share them with your student. I hear those things a lot from kids, that they've heard something from their mom in the car about German culture, something that's going on in the world today, and it helps them to make a connection to the content, which helps them perform better. So lastly, I just want to take you guys through my how to access my website. So from the Legacies homepage, you would click under Academics. You can go to World Languages, but the fastest route is to go to Teachers and Web Pages. And you can scroll down until you find me, Dray, D-R-A-Y, World Language. And here on my website is where I post resources for the kids. You can click on the calendar, although the kids have a better calendar in Schoology now that they can show you. But also our Lehrpläne, that's like the what kind of things we're working on for the semester, links and resources and syllabus. And then we also have a link here for scholarships and study abroad. I encourage you and your student to check that out. Germany has a lot of opportunities. Maybe this year's not the best for that, but there's still a lot of opportunities for your student in the future to go to Germany and learn in an immersion environment. So I encourage you to take part in all of this and check out what they're doing on Schoology and ask a lot of questions. And speaking of questions, feel free to write me anytime. You can email me. My contact information is here. It's also on that teacher web pages link. So the best way is definitely email to reach me. So danke alle und auf Wiedersehen.